Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I need to tell you this story. Several days back, I shared a story about being told that I needed to cut my dreadlocks off to continue in television. I was to cut them off so I could look normal, wear a wig so I could look normal. And I was offered $1 million signing bonus, and the show would be renewed for 3 years. Now, there's more to that story that's really not really worse than that. And I will tell about it in an upcoming book, but I don't want to say it on this platform. Anyway, that's a tease. Woof. Anyway, that's what it's called in television when you want people to come back the next segment. Anyway, when I shared that story, there were several people, many people, who either in the comments or in DMs contacted me to say, don't call them dreadlocks. That's what white people call them. And so there's nothing dreadful about our hair. But that's not where the word dreadlock comes from. I know there was a really popular thing going on in social media that said when they first saw our hair when we came here as enslaved people, our ancestors came as enslaved people, and they looked at our hair and said, oh, how dreadful. That is so not true. I mean, somebody might have said it, but that's not it. Dreadlocks have been worn for over 3,000 years, and they were typically worn by people of significance, warriors, kings, pharaohs, and they were to strike awe and amazement by the person looking at you. You dread, as in the word dread, as in I have awe, I have kind of a respectful fear of you. Bob Marley sings the song Dreadlock Roster, Buffalo Soldier. It is a powerful, powerful song. But I remember when I first came back home and went to church, the church that I was going to as a younger person, when I went back to that church with dreadlocks, I was told that I was a backslider, that I was no longer a part of the religion because I was wearing some new religion on my hair. I mean, people would have all kinds of reactions, particularly we ourselves. We don't know what to call them. We didn't know what to say, what to do. And to hear this story 40 years later, that now you can have them, but don't call them dreadlocks, just call them locks. Some people wear locks. There's no religious, spiritual, mystical connotation. It's just a hairstyle. Then yes, those are locks. But when you know, and you're wearing dreadlocks because it's tied to something much more powerful than a hairstyle. I love you.